Welcome to Golgotha Bridge, connecting modern minds to the ancient truth of God's Word. It is our goal to connect the modern-day people to the ancient truth of God's Word through current language as well as scientific and technological references. Hey, Mike here. Have you ever spent any time on conspiracy theory forums? I have. There's a few of them. So the aliens, what do they want? How long have they been here? And whose side are they on? And what does this have to do with a species called the Nephilim and an evil political party from the past called the Nazis? These are all common themes in conspiracy theories. So I'm going to start with aliens, by which I mean extraterrestrials. And I want to clarify that I am not talking about this in a generic sense as life out in the universe. Of course there's life out in the universe. Why would God create a big, dead, empty universe? However, there's no chance they've gotten here yet. The distances are just too big. Within the laws of physics, there's no way extraterrestrials have got to Earth. Not within the age of the Earth, at least. So, let's look at the phenomenon of UFOs. There are countless examples of people claiming they've been abducted by aliens, and disregarding the dubious nature of some of them, there is evidence in some cases. What's a common theme in these cases? Cloning, in vitro, genetic harvesting, surrogacy, sex with aliens, other humans on the UFO, and more. It all seems to be tied around reproductive research, with emphasis on hybridization, supposedly in these conspiracy theories at least. So, now I write about biblical topics and make biblical videos. I do not believe that extraterrestrial life has time to get here, so why am I even talking about alien-human hybrids and UFOs? I'll get to that. Now, before watching any further, be advised that that the following contains some specific references to a political party of the World War II era, known for its atrocities. I obviously do not endorse or support any of their warped ideas. I am referencing them for the context of this video. If that's a sore subject for you, pick a different video now. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about the Nazis. Granted, they had some serious moral shortcomings that we're all aware of. Let's acknowledge that and move on to the next point. They had some amazing engineering programs. Both NASA and Roscosmos, the Russian space agency, stole all their technology from the Nazis, and some of their engineers also. If you've ever heard of Operation Paperclip, that's how we acquired most of NASA's technology. Russia had a similar program too. Yes, American military bases were intentionally flooded with tens of thousands of Nazis in a bargain to get their technological knowledge. It's a bad idea. Anyway, where'd they get that knowledge from? Keep in mind, World War II was the only war where you had people on horseback fighting an army with fighter jets. The mismatch in technology is insane. It's widely known that their ideas were rooted in a religious system called Ariosophy. This was an Aryan-centric belief system. Now, much of the Nazi concentration camp research was not in the field of space travel and rocketry, but in that of genetics and lineage and stuff like that. Their ultimate goal was to find this race of supposed Aryan race and breathe them back into existence. I want to point out that God created two humans, Adam and Eve. All humans come from them. Even all humans go through the family tree of Noah to track it back not even as far. And at that time, humans were all kind of a medium brown. Some have gotten lighter, some have gotten darker. Some look a little different here and there, but we're all the same thing. I actually have a video talking about ways to overcome racism in our society, and I make this my main point. Okay, so moving on. Oh, you know what? I'll actually link to that video right here because I think it's important. Anyway, so who are the Aryans supposed to be? Who cares? Nazis were crazy, but they thought they were these ancient superhumans. How did these insane racist occultists get so far in engineering? That's mind-blowing. It's honestly like if you saw some random xenophobic tribe somewhere have an amazing space program. That does not add up. So as the father of modern rocket science and head of the Nazi weapons design at one point, Werner von Braun said, "We had help." This cryptic answer has confused many. Let's look back a little further. The occultist Aleister Crowley. This guy literally started a religious movement, worshipping themselves and knowingly working with demons. What's interesting is that he says he worked with these demons face to face and on a first name basis. One of these demons was named Lamb. He even drew this being right here. Let's look up the Lamb demon of the 1800s, and what does this look like to you? Okay, so a fictional alien from a popular movie, Paul, has this to say about it. You've been drip-fed images of my face in the event that our species ever do meet. Wait, so if you've ever read the Book of Enoch, you know fallen angels gave us technology. They created a stronger, smarter, but more vicious, race of humans called the Nephilim. These were actually a lot of the gods and demigods of ancient pagan cultures. This kind of sounds like what the Nazis were after. And then the modern UFO reports make similar claims as well. This is all connected. Look at what went on in concentration camps and look at how supposed abductees describe their experience on UFOs. So I believe that the Nazis were helped by fallen angels, these evil entities, and tasked to help them bring about the Nephilim, these hybrid children. Thankfully they failed. This is in part thanks to America getting involved. Not that we were totally innocent in any of this either. But then we adopted them and continued their work. Right. So who's to say that our government hasn't had contact with these beings and made deals with them to offer up other people as sacrifices? In fact, certain email leaks from certain officials have even shown similar interaction with the occult. This was a big story on WikiLeaks a few years ago, actually involving a presidential candidate. You can look that up later. As in the days of Noah, this is from the Bible, as in the days of Noah, so shall be the presence in the Son. So shall be the presence in the Son of Man. For as they were in the days before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, giving in marriage, till the day that Noah entered the ark. They did not know that the flood would come take it all away. So shall this also be in the presence of the Son of Man. That's from Matthew 24:37 through 39. Now, it's important to note that UFOs move around in an almost non-physical manner and closely resemble the orbs that paranormal investigators talk about, only much brighter. These can look like, from our perspective, and often mistook as planets which wander around the night sky. Many of these planets were worshipped as gods in the past. Keep that in mind. Well, maybe they weren't worshipping the planets. Maybe they were worshipping these fallen entities that were beings of light in the sky. That's just something to think about. Just know that God's love is stronger than evil. And instead of the Nazis being successful in the restoration of the Nephilim, which I believe was their true intent, their evil atrocities were actually twisted and used by God to restore the nation of Israel to its homeland. Could not have had a better outcome there, even if some terrible things happened along the way. Yeah, that's all I've got. At least we live in a world now where the Nazi Party's gone. Israel is a great, thriving nation, and we live in relative peace compared to what we see in the Old Testament. That's all I got. I do believe we're in the end times. Let's just be thankful that other groups of people were not able to bring about the end even sooner. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it enlightening, please consider liking, subscribing, clicking the bell, and sharing these videos. Thank you, and have a blessed day.